Moving on with our pulled pork theme, it's taco time.
And we're gonna make a couple of versions. Some is gonna be carnitas style, and then we're gonna make some with Pico de Gallo and guacamole. So let's cut up some onion because we're gonna need that for both. And we move on with our tomatoes, which we're also gonna need in both. And same goes here, finely chopped. And a bunch of cilantro. And honestly here, don't bother separating the stems because we only take the thin ones with us and they give a lot of flavor also. And we are gonna finely chop this. So. Obviously you don't want to continue all the way to the end. These ones here, they go to the side and we chop all of this. We start with our guacamole. We have 2 ripe avocados, I hope. Let's see how they look on the inside. Just get all around here and then crack it open. Ah, that looks beautiful. Out with the pip and then simply with a spoon. Ah, it's really soft and nice. That's nice. Even when you feel them and they're soft, you never really know until you open them.
Yeah, there might be a surprise there.
Yeah, exactly.
Another good one.
No, exactly. So, and the other one. And this, we're simply going to smash up with a fork. You could do it in a food processor or a blender, but I just find that I like it a little bit more chunky actually. It becomes too smooth, like that's not my favorite. The one here is a little bit hard. There we go. There it is. And then we continue with a tablespoon of our chopped tomatoes, maybe a little bit more, but don't make it too wet, so be careful with that. And some of our chopped white onion, not too much, just a little bit. And I would say a couple of teaspoons of our chopped cilantro. Here we go, a little bit more because that tastes
Because
good.
we love it.
Because we love it. And then actually I want to do also a clove of garlic that we're gonna mince in, straight in like that. And then the juice of a lime. We will taste it to see if we need to. And maybe half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Don't overdo that. And a little bit of salt. And then we mix. Well, that looks beautiful. But we know this recipe, it's good. And then let me give it a little taste here. It's perfect, just needs to rest maybe half an hour for the flavors to incorporate, then we have perfect guacamole.
And now for my absolute favorite one, Pico de Gallo.
We're gonna use the rest of the tomatoes and we go in with the juice of 1 lime, and like the guacamole, maybe 2, we will taste it. And a good tablespoon of our onion. And cilantro. Here I'm going to go in with more than we did in the guacamole because that, in my opinion, fits nicely in Pico de Gallo.
It's also more quantity. Look, we have like
Yeah, yeah.
3-4 tomatoes here, so.
I think that looks good to me.
Hit it, baby.
And then we have here 1 jalapeno finely chopped. We're gonna add to give a little bit of heat. They're not that spicy, but we want a little bit of heat in here. Some sea salt and a couple of tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. 2 tablespoons or 2. We'll see. We will test it up. And then we stir that in. I mean, you would probably use more onion if you weren't us, but that's because we want to go a little bit less on the onion side. But if you see traditional Pico de Gallo, there would be more white onion. That's all up to you.
Yeah, that's because of me, guys. I'm not so fond of raw onion, so.
Let me give that a quick taste here. That's fine. It just needs to sit again half an hour for all the flavors and then we're ready. It's taco time. And today we're using the flat top or the griddle. If you don't have one of those, then use a big pan or whatever. Over in this end, which is a little bit warmer, I'm gonna add a little bit of oil. Not much though, but just to have a little bit of oil on the surface here. That looks good. And I'm gonna come in with 2 tortillas here. This is for the carnita style we're gonna make. And we're gonna add some grated cheese. This is gonna be good. This was Gruyere, I think.
Yes, soft Gruyere,
Nah.
mild spicy.
And then some of our beautiful pulled pork that we made in the oven. This is a really good one. You want more, you think?
No, because it won't fit to fold them.
You're right. That's probably gonna do it. Probably gonna
Don't
do it.
make it monstrous.
And then let's see if we can fold them over here nicely. That looks good to me. And the other one, ooh, that one got a little bit too big. But with your hands, you can always help it. It's gotta be luscious.
As always.
Then in the middle, I'm gonna add some meat for the other style of taco to warm up here. A little bit more, like that. And over here where it's a little bit colder, I'm gonna add the 2 other tortillas so they can warm up slowly. Let's give these a little bit of a press here. Now it starts melting, this is gonna be good.
Time to flip.
Yep, let's see how they look on the other side. That's looking good. I might flip them one more time, but I don't want the cheese to burn too much here. I want the other side to get a little bit brown first also. And this is coming along nicely. And let me flip
I think
these.
that's ready, the meat, more or less.
More or less, it's not too hot over here, so I'll just keep it warm here, move it a little bit longer because this one is on very low. So I'll keep that warm over here while these here get finished on the hot side. The cheesy ones are ready, so let's get them off. Oh, they are looking good. Nice. And then our meat for the other ones. Like that. And our 2 warm tortillas. And then let's go to assemble. For the cheesy ones, we are going to open them a little bit, give them a little bit of white onion and some cilantro, like this. For the other one, I'm gonna go in first with a little bit of guacamole here as the bottom. A nice chunk of our pulled pork. Pick it up here and we give it some Pico de Gallo. Nice. This is gonna be a beautiful, beautiful bite.
Epic.
Epic bite.
And you're gonna squeeze also fresh
Yeah, of course,
lime?
of course, of course. And I'm gonna taste this first with some fresh lime, exactly. Just a wedge of lime here. And then let me give this a taste. You're gonna love this, love. Love this, love. That was a good one. Really fresh, really good, and the pulled pork is just perfect for this. Now, let me give the cheesy one a try here because I've been looking forward to this. This is just so good. This is fresh. This is good. Darker flavors, but really, really tasty and so juicy. Two nice ways to make tacos. Give it a try.